My name is Maria Shevchenko, and this is my war story. When it all started, it was a normal night. My boyfriend Michael and I played video games. In the morning, my friend threw off the news that the Russian army had launched a real war. I replied that he, as usual, speaks nonsense and simply did not check the information. I thought so until the first plane took off. I lived in a high-rise building and Bucha and Gostomel Airport was very close to my house. We were sitting and drinking tea and then a fighter plane flew. It was so low right above our house. Everyone immediately urged to see what happened. The fighter flew to Gostomel. We immediately packed an emergency bag, but for now we stayed at home. Helicopters swarmed over the hostel. We saw how shells were flying from planes and how helicopters were dropping bombs. Smoke was coming from Gostomel. We stayed in home until the evening, when a bomb fell right in front of our house. Its fragment broke our window and we decided to leave for a safer place. We took our rabbits upstairs and drove to my parents' house. The next day we took the rabbits and food from the apartment. Everywhere, there were posts with armed men. Bridges between cities were blown up. In order to buy food, we had to go under the blown-up bridge along a narrow plank. Explosions were heard there and there were many people with weapons. It was more difficult to go back, the board was cracking under us. We slept in the bathroom because there were always loud explosions. They sent us a photo of our house in Bucha. The balcony was torn off by the blast wave. Russians came on ATVs, smashed windows and robbed neighboring houses. There was no electricity, gas and water, and we decided to start evacuating. We packed our things and strengthened our rabbit's cage, and in the morning when it was safe, we went to the bridge where my dad was waiting for us. It was snowing heavily, the cage with the rabbits was heavy. On the way we saw a tank, it smelled of TNT, and there were shell casings and corpses all around. Ahead they saw an old woman lying in the snow. As it turned out, she was alive, but she fell from fatigue. Her family picked her up and took her to the bridge. As we learned later, people who went beyond us hit heavy artillery and they did not survive. We walked past broken cars. The queue for the bridge was huge. Under the bridge, our rabbits and us were attacked by a huge sheepdog and it slightly injured our rabbits. When we finally crossed the destroyed bridge, there were many ambulances and volunteers invited us to take us. We got into the car with Dad and drove to friends in Kiev. The next day the volunteers agreed to take us to Lvov. However, even here in Lviv, explosions are heard. The Russians seized our housing complex and stayed there for almost a month. They knocked out all the doors. We have 6 houses with 160 apartments in our complex, stole all the valuables of the gadgets, even washing machines.
Телек целый. Он зарядку взять.
When the Russians were finally kicked out of our house, we decided to come back. So far we are living with friends in Kiev and trying to fix our apartment. The apartment is all destroyed.
Да не, квартира.
The walls are lopsided. Pieces of tanks are everywhere, and we live on the 9th floor. Drank all the alcohol. Now we are waiting for gas and electricity to be returned to Bucha.
А что это за...
The windows are all broken. When all of this will fixed, we can return home and do repairs there. We took all our animals with us. A red-eared turtle, a guinea pig, 6 rabbits. We gave Dad his cat, and Mom took the dog.
Да, да я пока открывать не буду.
We hope that soon it will be possible not to be afraid to look into the sky.